Long-term care can be a critical part of a person's insurance portfolio. And as we discussed, most people don't consider the coverage for many reasons. One of the biggest of those is simply the fact that many of us don't want to focus on subjects like our age or declining health. That's why it's so important for us as producers to know this topic well. The insurance producer is the one with the knowledge and capacity to inform the client of the need. LTC has many different coverages included within the policy, and we've learned that the scope of coverage is broad. Just about every LTC contract covers the issues that concern those buying the policy. There is, of course, coverage for placement into a nursing home or other facility designed to assist LTC patients. It is important to remember the activities of daily living and what they are. Of equal importance is remembering how ADLs are used to determine whether a person qualifies for facility care. Let me emphasize the requirement that a person not be able to perform at least 2 of the ADLs. Optional coverage and riders could also significantly increase the coverage under LTC policies. Most of the additional benefits that are available through carriers are inexpensive and should be considered when selling these contracts, taking into consideration, of course, the long-term and short-term needs of your customer. Make sure to understand the differences between tax-qualified and non-qualified plans. We'll dive deeper into tax benefits of qualified plans in the tax lesson of this course. Another area to make sure you study well are the partnership policies. Partnership contracts have been found to be popular, especially among the middle class, as they ensure protection for a person's assets in the event their LTC coverage has been used up and they have to use Medicaid. There was a lot of information regarding partnership policies too. It is important to remember the idea of a state's right of recovery against the estate of a decedent that has used Medicaid long-term care services. It's equally important to keep in mind how a partnership policy can protect those assets. Also, be careful of the look-back period that occurs when a state considers covering a person through Medicaid after a partnership policy has exhausted its benefits. As well, it's likely you'll be tested on how inflation protection and qualifying works in the partnership policies. To say it again, documentation and disclosure requirements play a large role with policies that are meant for senior citizens and special needs individuals, so make sure to review these areas more than once. The federal government and the states do not tread lightly when it comes to protecting this demographic. You're expected to not only know this information for exam success, but to take care of your clients and to stay within compliance regulations and out of trouble. An interesting fact revolving around procedures and insurance companies is that almost 38% of the most common complaints in our industry involve health insurance. For 2018, there were almost 200,000 complaints made to state insurance divisions, and more than 72,000 of them involved delays in processing applications and important paperwork, claim denials, and unsatisfactory producer performance. The type of insurance policyholders had the most complaints about was accident and health insurance at 37.7% of all complaints. LTC is definitely health insurance. The lesson here is that the insurance professional must take care of the client's needs, suitability, and ability to afford the product. We discussed the benefits inherent in long-term care insurance policies and how they provide coverage for the costs associated with the care of individuals who require assistance to carry out certain activities of daily living. But remember, that's not all these policies cover. LTC insurance covers a range of facilities and levels of care for everyone, from individuals who need constant supervision and medical assistance to individuals who need some assistance but are otherwise allowed to live independently, which is absolutely the preference of most individuals. Long-term care insurance isn't right for everyone. Premiums associated with LTC coverage can be significant. Clients should consider all the costs and consequences before purchasing an LTC policy. This ends our class on long-term care insurance. When you return, we'll take on the topic of the taxation of health insurance, which is the last lesson for health insurance. Your specific state laws and rules are covered in a different portion of the course.